Hello guys, and welcome to a new series on my channel that I'm calling Metro's Dynasty Universe. This year in Madden 24, I really want to make my draft classes come to life. Not just random names that we know nothing about. And this series will solve that issue. The big named players from this series will make it to my Madden 24 franchise draft classes. We will focus on the best of the best and watch and scout the national championship game every year. I would love for you guys to scout alongside me as well and tell me in the comments, who do you think deserves a shot in the MFL? You can even submit a player to put on the field in this series as well. So let's go. And let's see the future of the MFL. Alrighty guys, so here we are on the Dynasty mode here, the mod for NCAA 06 called NCAA Next. And this is going to be the format. I'm going to recap the season. We are at the end of the season. Two teams have worked their butts off to make it to the big game, and the big game is right around the corner. So don't worry, we're gonna get there, but first we gotta see what happened, right? These are the players, these players are going, they're not just gonna disappear, they're actually going to go into my Madden 24 draft, right? But we gotta check these kids out. Is Jonah Wolf, and this guy, he's gonna cap off. I mean, he's had such an amazing college career, he's done really well. And he is in the national championship game. Very excited to watch them. And so let's go ahead and recap actually what happened for the bowl game, since it would be different in this universe. And that is here, right? First we'll look at the championship games. So you got Alabama beat Tennessee. You got all these games here. USC kind of just destroys Oregon there. And we didn't make it to our championship game, but what we did do is make it to a bowl game where we faced Oregon, actually. And it was a very good game. I'll actually show you guys just a quick little highlight here.
Oregon comes out in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down. He steps up across the middle, finds his receiver. First and 10. Ball on the 49. The Ducks set up in the gun. They'll throw on first down. Intercepted. It's the linebacker. That last INT gives this defense 2 on the day.
Not a good throw there. The quarterback needs to make better decisions.
And there you go. We kind of, it was very close. There's some things I do want to work on, protection of the quarterback and stuff like that. But we ultimately we beat a pretty good team, a ranked team, and finished 8-4 in the season. So Kansas State is the team I am controlling the roster of, and I will play their bowl games. And if we make it to the championship game, which is going to be a long shot, but I'm going to try, I'll play them as well. But we squeak by a win there, 15-14. Rest of the games look like such here for the bowl weeks. Miami was able to beat Penn State. Alabama beats Tulane. And then Michigan beat NC State 20-10. And then here we go, the game that we will be covering today. These are the kids that will be really focusing on to put in the upcoming draft for my season 1 draft on Madden 24 franchise. Right? So it's going to be a dang good game. I'm excited. I don't really know who. I think I've got the Trojans winning this one, the USC. I don't know. Both these teams are very, very close in talent wise. And so let's take a look at the young kids that have everything on the line here today. A chance to get into my franchise, to get into the MFL, so they can try and be the next great. And speaking of greats, we actually have some of a pretty big family tree starting to grow here in the MFL. Well, not the MFL, the college universe, but trying to get to the MFL. You know, one of the greats. I think he has the most Super Bowl rings, and he's also helping with the series here, and that is Keister. He has 2 sons in this game and in the upcoming draft. If they can play well here today, they can really solidify a draft spot. Now, I did ask Keister one thing. He must not be biased for his children here in rating them. And I will know if he is, right? Because I am also watching these games and keeping my eye on who's good and who's not. And I know Keister, he's not going to do that. He's going to rate them properly. Plus, he's got all you guys to kind of keep him in check as well. But Cap Keister, right? Playing in his old dad's position, he's got a lot to live up to, man. And we'll see if he can do it. He plays the ball a little bit different than his old man. He's more of a speed back, likes to cut to the outside. And we all know Keister was a guy who would run up the middle. Cap Keister is not like that. He's a lot smaller, you know, and quicker. And so it's going to be interesting. Ben Lane is a guy, you know, he is phenomenal. Going to be very fun to watch. Said to be the second best quarterback, though, in this draft and in this game. USC has the better quarterback, especially that's what everyone else thinks. You know, he's really good. Emmanuel Roberts, will be watching and keep an eye on him. And we have not James Skaggs, but the son of subscriber James Skaggs, John Skaggs. He looks very good. He'll be trying to make his name known and try and earn a draft spot for Madden 24's first season. It's gonna be interesting to see for sure. We got some O linemen. A lot of these guys are already in the draft, so we won't really be watching them too much. But Colin Riddle is another guy we'll be keeping our eyes on. He is going to be in the upcoming draft, and also I believe. No, not Clayton Smith. I'm sorry. This guy's actually real, and he is already in the. So yeah. Anyways, Nathan Jennings, and M. Clayton. I think it's Markevis Clayton. Are both going to be trying to fight for a spot in the draft class. So keep your eyes on 67 and 77 today. Brad Duncan, number 78. Keep your eyes on him. He's going to be trying to solidify his spot in the draft as well. And then mean Gavin Green, cornerback here. He's said to have had some issues with getting penalties and even getting kicked out of some games, but he's here today and he is trying to really show that he is a shutdown corner and trying to make it to the MFL. He's got one game here. Get some highlights here. And really make your draft stock go up if you play good here tonight. We'll see if he can do it. Look, this game is so big, it doesn't matter what you've done prior to this. If you can go off in this game tonight, you will have a spot in the MFL. But you gotta lay it on the line here tonight, you know. And if you have a bad game, it's not gonna go away. It's really gonna hurt your draft stock. So we'll see what happens. That's the first team. Moving over to USC, but we'll start off with their quarterbacks, Jonah Wolf. And this guy he's broken almost every college record. He is said to be the best college quarterback to ever trot onto a football field. And I think he's only going to solidify his number 1 pick spot even more with this game tonight. He is every team's dream quarterback. We'll see how he plays tonight. At running back, we got Melvin Blake. This kid he's good. It's gonna be a quarterback duel out there between Cap Keister and this guy. And ultimately, this game here can really decide on who goes over the other. 4 wide receivers, Jordan Addison, this is a real player, don't worry about him, but Sean Townsend and B. Hilliard are all eyes on them tonight as they try to solidify a spot in the MFL. We'll see how well they can play. Also, John Skaggs is not on this team. That's a mistake. Don't worry about that. Next player is Garrett Johnson, the big 6'6", 325. He's actually MFL eligible. Will he be able to, solidify an offensive lineman going in the first round? I think so. I think he is the best guard and lineman going in this draft completely. We'll see how he does tonight. Keep your eyes out for him. His number is 72. Then we got Jared Kohler. He will be in the upcoming draft, but how well will he do? I think he really needs to put in some work here, get to the quarterback to get that draft stock up. A lot of times the D-line can kind of get underestimated or unseen if, they're not getting those big plays, like getting to the quarterback, or getting to the running back behind the line, which isn't their whole duty. It's just, you really want to be seen in this game. And I think Jared Kohler, wants to make sure of that and get to the quarterback. And then there's another keister. 1 isn't enough, but 2 will do. Dak the Destroyer Keister, the younger brother of Cap, is on the other side. Now, they were on the same team, but being the commissioner that I am and trying to bring very good football and content to you guys, I forced them on the opposite. Matter of fact, if you're related, you're not allowed to play on the same team. And so now Dak will be lining up against his brother, and we'll get to see what happens. I think, he played a lot of his college ball in a Tampa 2 defense as a middle linebacker, and it just didn't really seem right. It didn't fit, and now he's going to be playing out of position tonight. I think he'll fare pretty well. We'll see. He needs to really get to the quarterback, stop the running back, and make a name for himself here tonight to help his draft stock, because rumor has it he's around a 3rd rounder projected in the MFL draft. He could boost that up tonight by playing well. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. And that is actually going to do it for this. How good are they going to be? What's going to happen to their draft stock? And ultimately, are they going to be a bust or not? This game can really solidify them as a player going into the league. So, and it can affect their attributes, So we'll see what happens here. We're going to get this game underway. You guys let me know who you think is going to win in the comments. Let's get it.